Welcome, you guys. I am going live. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I had some technical difficulties, and also I was just running a little bit late, I'll be honest. It was about 8:02, and then technical difficulties made it like an 8:08 situation. So anyway, I've got to share this into a couple places. I'm going to go ahead and pop up our slideshow. Sorry, there's a bunch of drama going on in the background here because, kids, they are here. Okay. All right. So welcome in. If you are here, I am so glad you're here. Make sure there are so many sounds going on right now. What is that? Okay. If you are here, you want to know more about going back to school with essential oils. So you probably have kids or grandkids. You probably want to know all the ways to keep yourself healthy this school year, and that's exactly what I'm going to share. And you know what's funny is I love this class because it was the class that I joined Young Living with. It was the class that got me excited and interested in essential oils in the first place. And so I really always just love to share this one with people because I think it can be so life-changing for everyone. So I am still trying to sorry, if you ever watch my classes, it takes me a couple of minutes to get it shared into all the places I need to share it to. So I've got to share it into my event first, and then I'll share it into my group. And if you're here, I want to make sure that you say hello, tell me what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and change the slide to our hello and welcome slide here so you can look at something besides what you were looking at. You can look at my lovely children and my face for a minute. All right, I've got it shared. That was not the place I wanted to share it at, but that's okay. All right, one more place, and then I will be done with the sharing, and we will jump right in. So if you are here, and please tell me what you want to learn most about, because that will let me know that I've answered your questions. All right, events, almost done. Events, the one we're in right now. Okay, and I'm done. Okay. Now, everybody who needs to see this should be able to see it. Yay. I'm going to try to keep an eye on comments. I'm really want to be able to share the class with you and also try to keep an eye on comments. If you can't hear me, or if you can hear me, tell me. Let me know. I'm going to try to make sure that I can. Oh, I can hear me. Okay, that's good. All right, sorry. You can hear me hearing myself. Okay, let's begin. Hello and welcome to Back to School with Essential Oils. This is the funnest class ever because you can learn how to use essential oils just in your everyday life. We use oils throughout the day, top to bottom. But first, I'd like to, kind of introduce myself. I'm Amy. I'm a happily married for 15 years. I have 4 kids. This is our picture this is not from our last road trip. We took a road trip this past summer and got no family pictures, but this is the one from 2 years ago. And so my kids are a little bit older now, but I love these pictures because they're just some of our adventure pictures. They're the reason, these guys are the reason that I was even interested in essential oils in the first place. We had originally had homeschooled for a little while, and then we put our kids into public school. And then after a year or two of that, it was actually 2 years, because after the second year, I thought, oh, things will start to get better. They won't be getting sick so much. They're used to being around other people now, and that just wasn't the case for us. They seem to be bombarded with all the things from school, and I thought, enough's enough. If there's anything that can help us stay well, then I'm willing to try it. And so I came to Young Living almost 3 years ago, exactly. We're coming really close to when I went to my back to school class 3 years ago, and I jumped right on board, and I haven't looked back since. We started incorporating essential oils a little bit at a time into our household, into our family, and have ultimately changed the way we do almost everything. At least product wise, for sure. But there's lots and lots of things that have changed. Okay, let's go on to our next little slide. Just as a disclaimer, this presentation is for informational purposes. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose, treat, or cure any disease, but I will share my experiences and etc. If you're here, make sure you say hello. Tell me what you're up to, what you are, I don't know, what you want to learn. Tell me anything like that. I want to know that you are here because there may be a giveaway. I have already got things to put in the mail, and I have no problem handing out something to someone who needs to learn new things from class tonight. So make sure you say hello and interact throughout class, and then there may be a little mini roller bottle going out to someone, which I always love to give those. They're super fun. Okay, so first slide, if you don't know what essential oils are, I'm going to tell you. So essential oils are the immune system of the plant. They're how the plant takes care of themselves, and they are immune enhancing, support the body's natural defenses. They're more powerful than a dried herb and more extensive than vitamins and minerals. The aid in maintaining normal cellular regeneration, are mood elevating. They boost stamina and energy. They're high in antioxidants. They're oxygenating. They can help you manage stress and relax and improve mental clarity and on and on. There's so many things that they're good for. And they are really just parts of the plant that have been distilled, and they come out. The little oils come out of the plant, and then they help us. Okay. So I wondered this when I was first asking questions. Are they like cooking oils? I was like, oh, I don't want to be slathering a bunch of, vegetable oil all over me. They're not like that at all. Those are fatty oils, which you can use with your essential oils to help them go farther on your body, or to dilute your oils so that they don't feel cool or hot, depending on what oil they are. But these essential oils are absorb through the skin and evaporate off the skin in just a couple of hours, in a very short amount of time. They are not greasy on your skin at all. Okay. They're also, I do want to say, they're very natural, very concentrated, aromatic fluids found in shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, and seeds. That's just the basics. Okay, so why is Young Living different from other essential oil companies? There's a couple of reasons. Mainly because our founder, Gary Young, was a different kind of guy. He believed anything that goes on your body should be safe enough to go in your body, and there should never be an exchange. You should never have to take something for one part of your body that destroys another part of your body. There should never be an exchange, and I think that's amazing. They grow and distill many of their own essential oils. They have farms in Utah, Idaho, France, Ecuador, Oman, Peru, Israel, Canada, Egypt, and they're growing daily. Not to mention the companies they work with, if they broker with anyone, follow rigorous standards and are usually family owned and high quality from the beginning anyway. They have relationships with these people. So every farm that we have is based on a relationship, which I think is so neat. They're an open book company, so members are invited to participate in the whole seed to seal process. I've been to the farm in Utah, in Mona, Utah, the lavender farm there. It's beautiful, and I planted lavender, and it may be in my bottle that's sitting on my shelf right now, actually. So they were created to be medicinal grade as opposed to just fragrant. Essential oils have to be grown and distilled in a certain way. And actually, Gary Young developed all the ways. So he found that if you distill certain plants for 21 minutes instead of 20 minutes, you get less benefits. If you know what I mean, he did all the science behind everything. It was so fascinating if you like research and learn about all of the detail that goes into everything. It's fascinating and makes me feel really, really good about choosing Young Living over every other company. We have first distillation oils only. We don't ever use a second, third, or later distillation like many companies do. Um, they are a beyond organic company, so everything that they grow has never seen a pesticide. They do weed control by hand. Not only do they do weed control by hand, they have people who weed their grounds that love that job. So it's everything is has the utmost care put into it. Pest control is done with essential oils, and these oils are actually used in over 75 hospitals. That is an old statistic. I have no idea how many it is now, but that was several years ago. Okay, then I'm going to talk just a little bit more about essential oils because I think this is important. So I'm going to go ahead and touch on it. Can Young Living essential oils hurt you? And the short answer is no, not really. There are some oils that are considered hot, like oregano or thieves or thyme, and they can be uncomfortable or irritate your skin, but they're not harmful. So if it's too hot, just add a little bit of coconut oil or olive oil, one of those fatty oils we were talking about earlier, and that will dilute it right on your skin and stop it from being hot or cool. If one gets in your eye, you can do the same thing. I usually just use a little bit of olive oil or milk. You can use that as well. A little bit of safety precautions. Don't wear citrus oils in the sun because they can cause sunburn. Um, and you can check individual bottles for ratios for dilution. If you're going to be using them on kids or babies, you definitely want to dilute them, and those ratios are out there. I can find them for you if you need them. Okay, and make sure you check the label. While all essential oils are virtually allergy-free, some are blends that contain a carrier oil. So I think there's a few of them that have maybe an almond oil or something that might be a nut, but most of them do not. Some of the blends do. So you'll want to check labels if you have allergies. And Young Living believes in truth in labeling, so you will always know exactly what's in that oil or oil infused product. Just FYI, I think that's interesting. Okay, so next, we can finally move to the next slide. That was a long one, guys, but I think it's so important. This is actually, I'm going to share, I've never done this before, so hopefully it works. I'm going to share a very short, it's only 2 minutes, a 2-minute video with you about our Seed to Seal program. Well, I don't know what you would call it, Seed to Seal way of being, because it's so important to making this decision. I know a lot of people use lots of different kinds of oils from lots of different places, and this is exactly the reason why I only use these oils. Okay, so let's try this and see if it works. Okay, I can hear it. Hopefully you can hear it as well. Okay, so I hope you all watched that and saw all the amazing ways that our Seed to Seal program. There's so much to it. It's so detailed that I like to share a video that explains it just a little bit because I could spend honestly I could spend a whole class just talking about Seed to Seal, and I didn't want to do that. So I thought you might like to just hear it straight from the source. All right. And let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we're going to talk now about how we use essential oils. We use essential oils in a couple of different ways. So the first way we use them is through inhalation. So you see on the right hand side, there's a girl breathing in her hands. I do that all the time. Put a drop of oil in my hands and breathe deep. There's a diffuser right below that. We have a diffuser going right now, and it smells amazing. Not only does it replace our candles and all the other toxic air fresheners, but it helps boost my mood and energy levels. I always make sure I boost something really uplifting and powerful when I'm doing a class. So right now we have Northern Lights Black Spruce in. On the left-hand side, you'll see there's a glass there because you can take many of our essential oils internally. We have an entire line of ingestible essential oils called the Vitality line, and those oils all have white labels so that they are easily distinguishable from the others. And then at the bottom, you'll see you're putting them on your body, so you can always use them topically as well. So topically is probably the way I use oils the most, although aromatically is a close second. And then I also take essential oil infused vitamins and our antioxidant drink Ningxia Red daily. So those there I use them all the ways. So all the ways of using the oils. And a good thing to know is not to heat our essential oils up. For the most part, you don't want to do that because they will lose the integrity. And okay, let's move on to the next slide. Let's get started now. We're going to talk about our school relate. We've learned the basics about how to use them, why you should choose Young Living over other oils. And so now let's talk about how you actually use them as you're going back to school. So you see this, I love this picture. So I just had to share it. It's like the most adorable. It's from Christmas. There's a stocking on it, but I don't care because these two diffusers are so gorgeous. I love these kid scents diffuser. They're so fun for kids. And there's a whole line of kid scents products that are great for your kids to actually just pick up and use themselves. It's fantastic. These are pre-diluted so that you can feel good about your kids choosing them and using them without having to worry about any kind of dilution ratios or anything like that. These are the products that I just grabbed a few pictures of our kid scents. You'll see here there's lotions, shampoos, an entire line of kid scents essential oils, which we love and use all of. I personally use them myself, even though I'm not a kid, because they're amazing. Sleepy Eyes is a life changer. Let's just be honest. Owie we use all the time. It's amazing. Genius is excellent for going back to school. Tummy Jais, Sniffles, those are all really great, especially as you're heading back to school for your kiddos. The labels do a really good job of telling you what they're for, and we use them extensively. The bottom left-hand corner, there is a Kid Sense Mighty Pro and Prebiotic Supplement, which is awesome. That just got released this year at convention, and it is, everyone says it tastes like pixie sticks, which is really cool. Uh, and I have seen kids just gobble them up like they're the best thing ever. So that's exciting that something's good for your kids and healthy. Um, uh, and also really great for gut. Gut health is so important as you're moving into these days that we're heading back into school. Getting your gut on track is going to help with every single thing. So also goes down into like lifestyle products like shampoo and conditioners, and the Kid Sense toothpaste tastes really great. It's an orangish flavor, and my daughter Chloe really loves that one. They also have enzymes and vitamins. The enzymes are going to be really good for digestive health as well. It goes right along with your probiotics and your probiotic and prebiotic supplement. And then, of course, a kid's vitamin, which is nice to have one that's not just full of garbage, I'll be honest, because you never know what you're going to get from the ones at the store. I wanted to touch on these products first because I assume that if you're coming to this class, you probably have kids, and I just wanted you to see the line, some of the line of our Kid Sense products. I will say my kids do not exclusively use these products. They use all the products that we have, but I like sharing these because they're great. They smell great. They're fun. They're geared towards kids with fun packaging. It's exciting for them to get stuff in the mail that's for them. So we really like on our monthly order, if we get something that's Kid Sense, that's always fun for them. Okay, so we're going to move right on to our next little slide. We're going to talk about waking up with essential oils. Now, when we go back to school, waking up is a whole new thing. In the early mornings, it's a great idea to pop some lemon in the diffuser and get your day started off on a bright and happy note. My kids all have different oils that they're attracted to, so we kind of let them choose individually what they want to apply before school or what they want to put on their diffuser jewelry. But by putting lemon or another citrus oil in the diffuser, it's just a gentle, happy way to kind of persuade your kids to have a good morning. And that is something that I did very well for while we were going to public school. This year, we're back to homeschooling. And we will still use these these tricks and essential oils for getting us through the day as well. We will probably start with a citrus oil in the mornings. Peppermint gears me up. So it gets you really in focus. I like to use it when I have to do focused work at the computer. Peppermint sometimes is makes me too energized for that too. So I have to see where I'm at that day. But I love peppermint in the diffuser or just breathing it in. And Awaken is a blend is that's really good for getting your day started as well. So I like to share just the different ways that we use oils to wake up. So this is not directly related to essential oils, but when you're thinking about going back to school, eating well and exercising, those things are actually going to boost your immune system. So that's just another thing you can do. So something that we try to do, especially during the busy school year, is plan our menu out and know what we're going to have for the week. Make sure we're trying to incorporate fruits and vegetables and then prep ahead of time so that can have we don't get tempted to do the quick stops here and there, that we can make sure that we are prepped and ready to go without the easy out of just stopping and grabbing a bite on the way home. That can be hard to do sometimes, I know, especially when we're in the thick of whatever sporting season you're in the thick of, but planning always helps. So that's just something I want to encourage you to do, encourage myself to do as well, because this summer we've just kind of been like, woo, but we got to get back into the planning. Okay, so when we're talking about boosting your immune system with essential oils, the very first thing I think of is Thieves. Thieves is a blend. It's an essential oil blend of lemon, rosemary, eucalyptus, cinnamon, and clove oils. And it was actually an oil blend based on the legend of 14th century thieves who used clove, rosemary, and other aromatics to protect themselves while robbing plague victims. And the only reason we know this is because they lived to tell the tale. So we use this oil blend daily on our feet. We use the aromatic and topical Thieves on our feet. We just put a roller bottle top on it and roll it right on our feet every single day on the bottoms of our feet. The feet are a great place to apply essential oils because that's some of the largest pores in your body. So you're going to absorb those essential oils readily, and then you're going to they're going to circulate throughout your body. I think it's so funny. Back when I first started using essential oils, I would put Thieves on, and then like 15, 20 minutes later, I would taste cinnamon in my mouth. And that's a true story. That happens. So it doesn't always happen, but it just depends on what I put on. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, well, that circulated. So we add Thieves Vitality, the white label. That's the ingestible oil. We add it to hot tea with lemon, or I actually like it in hot lemon water. Not necessarily with or without tea, for an extra boost. And I love it. It's very helpful in the wintertime. We really rely on that. The other oils and products that help support our immune system, we use these year-round. Ningxia Red supports every body system that you have. It's amazing for everything. It's an antioxidant superfood drink that I can't recommend enough. You only drink 2 to 4 ounces a day, so you treat it like a supplement. Even though it tastes like a juice, it's really good. It doesn't taste like tomato juice. It looks kind of like it, but it doesn't taste that like it. It tastes like fruit. There's pomegranate and blueberries and Ningxia wolfberries and so many good things in there, and it just supports our everything. The oregano, frankincense, and thyme are going to be great ones to add roller bottles to and apply to the bottoms of your feet. Maybe if you just want to mix it up, maybe you run out of thieves, try oregano. We love all of those things. So lots of times we'll use thieves and oregano, especially if somebody comes home from school saying somebody, I don't know, sneezed on their face or something. So, okay. Moving on, keeping healthy hair and scalps with essential oils as you head back to school. Okay, so I know this is something that everybody has in mind, right? We don't share hats. We don't share hairbrushes. We do everything we can. But this is just one more step to help you keep your healthy hair and scalps for your kids as we're heading back to school. There's 3 different recipes on here. Take a screenshot if you want to save them. You can experiment with any of these oils here. They're all great for it. Rosemary, lavender, tea tree, all great things. And if you don't want to make a spray, you could always just use purification essential oil from Young Living. You can put a drop of that on the hairline or even on the bottoms of your feet. It tends to change the frequency of your body to kind of keep things at bay. We usually use purification, but also adding those oils to your shampoo is another cheater way to make everything super easy. So I love that. We use the shampoo and conditioner from Young Living, but it would be super easy to add rosemary to it or lavender to it if it didn't already have it in there. Okay, hope everybody got your screenshot. If not, you can feel free to rewind later. All right, next we're going to talk about the respiratory system. You can use inner defense to help maintain a healthy respiratory system. Inner defense is a pill, so if your kids can't take pills, you can always, just diffuse oils, do other things to keep everything working right. But inner defense is awesome. At the first sign of anything going on, we love to take inner defense. The favorite oils from the starter kit. Okay, this RC used to be in the starter kit, which is great for that deep breathing feeling. But that has been replaced by Raven, which is also great for the same thing. So Raven, peppermint, lemon, and copaiba are all great right on the chest, right on the bottoms of the feet. And then at the bottom, there's Raven and Raven Sarah. Those are great for the same things. Eucalyptus, there's all sorts of options there for opening things up and just get that. You can use all these same things before exercise as well. They're really great at supporting your body before you start, moving and huffing and puffing. All right, so boosting our focus and concentration is like the biggest deal. The biggest deal going back to school. It's really a long day at school, especially for little ones. Sometimes our kids just need some extra help concentrating or focusing. There are so many oils that can help when kids are being kids. It's important to note that while these oils work wonders for some children, obviously all children are different, and some oils may work for some kids better or differently than others. So it's funny, you'll experiment and try one thing for this kid and one thing for this kid, and you'll always find something in the end that helps everyone. We love peppermint for focus and vetiver to chill the room down. That is something we put in the diffuser to make a difference in our evening, especially when we get closer to bed. Important to note that diffusers are an excellent thing to have in the classroom if you are a teacher. So if you're a teacher and you don't have essential oils, then we need to have a conversation like today, so that you can start protecting yourself in your classroom the best way you possibly can, as much as you could possibly can. Anything you can do, right? So vetiver, cedarwood, cypress, grapefruit, basil, bergamot, frankincense, genius, and lavender. All great for promoting focus and concentration. I would say more than half of those are very economical and inexpensive. Peppermint is energizing, helps get you focused. Great when you're getting ready to get out the door. I like it in the car even. It's just wonderful. I can't say enough about peppermint. Our peppermint smells so good. It's not like that sickly sweet peppermint candy smell. It smells like the plant, the peppermint plant, because that's what it is. Clarity promotes a clear mind and amplifies mental alertness, which is great. It has rosemary in it. It's one of the key ingredients in it. And brain power promotes deep concentration. So I like that it says it channels physical energy into mental energy. I think that's fascinating. I mean, oils do so many things that, you think, really, is that hocus pocus? Is that just silly? But honestly, they make, I don't know, they're magic sometimes. All right, emotional support with essential oils. Does your kiddo wake up with a stomach ache every morning before school? But there's not necessarily a stomach ache, or there is one because they've worked themselves up into a tizzy. So if there's tears and drama, sometimes there's just like, you just need something to help you through that situation, because that's hard on moms. Sorry, that was loud, guys. It's hard on moms and dads and kids and everyone. If they're stressed, we're stressed. So there's probably 100 different things you could use to help with a situation. But in our best way to get started, premium starter kit, which is a diffuser, 11 essential oils. These are 4 just from that kit, which that kit costs $160. It's an awesome way to get started. These are the 4 from that kit that are super helpful in this situation. But outside of the kit, I have several that I would suggest as well. And honestly, I would put them on my first Essential Rewards order. I would put them on my next order immediately. I'd get Valor and maybe even White Angelica on that next order right away, because those are fantastic, life-changing oils in our house. Okay, so this is fun, taking oils with you. I love DIYs. I love making stuff. This is just part of who I am. I am a crafty person by nature. So there's all sorts of fun things you can do. You can make your own jewelry. I make clay diffuser necklaces before. You can buy your jewelry here. I've got a couple of pictures here from Plunder. Althea Causey sells that. If you need a link to her, I will send it to you. Anything leather will hold oils, and I love my leather cuff bracelet. It's almost exactly like that one, except it's a green color, and I wear it all the time, and I usually put Valor on it, and it's amazing. And then you can make roller bottles to tuck in your kids' backpacks so they can take them with them. I did that. Everybody had their own roller to take with them to school. You can even do something as simple as a clothespin or a cotton ball. Tuck a cotton ball with a few drops in the side of their backpack if they need it. Put few oils, drops of oil on a stuffed animal. My kids did that often. Took a small stuffed animal with them to school with a few drops of oil on it. That was a game changer for us. I think I've said that a lot of times tonight. I apologize if I've overused the word game changer, but it really is. So all of these ways are great ways to take oils with you as you go. Okay, so we're coming to the end of our day, and sometimes getting to sleep here at our house is even harder than waking up. Sometimes it's just, we've got so much energy, we're bouncing around, and settling down for the night can be really difficult. So obviously, lavender, we know all about lavender. It's amazing for evening time. Stress Away is in our starter kit as well, and it is a wonderful nighttime calming oil, and we really love it. It's a blend of copaiba and frankincense and vanilla and lime. It's just really a lovely smell. And then there's all kinds of oils that help promote this. My favorite, besides the ones that are on here, and maybe even more than the ones that are on here, I'm gonna be honest, is the one I talked about earlier called Sleepy Eyes. It's like a $16 oil, and it's worth every single penny. And you would put that on your next order with your Valor. I'm just gonna say those are the things that you would want on your next order: Sleepy Eyes and Valor. Faux show. Okay. All right, so earlier I was talking about Ningxia Red and how it's so supportive of all of our body systems. It really, really is. And it tastes good too. Even my kids like it, which is amazing because they're pretty particular. And I didn't want to try it for a long time. It's so funny that I love and believe in it so much now because I didn't try it for probably the first year I was with Young Living because I thought it was going to taste like I thought it was going to taste bad. That's so silly. It does not taste bad. And even if it did, I would probably still drink it because it makes a big difference in my day-to-day energy levels, um, and so much more. Not just energy levels, but that is like, that's nothing to scoff at. It did replace my morning coffee fix easily. I drink coffee again because I love it, but um, I had no problem dropping coffee as far as energy levels went while I was using Ningxia Red consistently because consistency is a big part of it too. Oops, I'm just going to unplug that. So consistency in our essential oils, they don't do us any good if they stay in the bottles. So just like Ningxia Red doesn't do us any good if we don't drink it. Just like eating good foods, if they just sit in the cabinet, they don't actually work. We don't eat the apples and the oranges, you know. It's the same way with all of our products. So consistency was actually, even though traditionally in the past I am not the most consistent person with a lot of things, our oils and Ningxia and all of these things have not been hard for me because every product we have is so high quality. It feels like a treat. Every single thing we have, from our shampoos to conditioners to soaps to every single oil, is so special. And I don't want to save them. I want to use them. But there's a few that I save a little closer than others, but um, I don't know. I just can't say enough good things about Ningxia Red and all of our other products. Uh-oh. There we go. Wonder what happened. Okay, so next is, how do you get started? How do you get to the next step and get your own oils and your own Ningxia Red to use in your everyday life and help your kids as they make the transition back into the school year? So it's really easy. You have two choices here. You can choose retail or wholesale. Retail, you pay full price. You pay full price, which is 24% more than wholesale. But that's your only, there's no requirements. You just buy your oils and that's it, which you're welcome to do. And I will post and pin that link in this video. But also there's a wholesale option. So you pay, first of all, you get a discount when you become a wholesale member. That means you pay 24% less. You get a 24% discount, which is awesome. And you also become an independent distributor. So you have a membership, which means you can refer for compensation like I do. I give people my link and they purchase through me and I make a commission off that. You will be able to do that as a wholesale member, but you should know you're not ever required to do that at all. There's no requirements, no quotas or anything. If you just want to be a customer, you're welcome to do that. And I encourage you to try the products because I didn't know that I was going to share them until I got them in the mail and saw what they did for my family and saw what high quality every single thing that comes from this company is. It's just such high quality. Anyway, so the only requirements for becoming a wholesale member is that you purchase a starter kit, which I'll share with you in a second, and you spend $50 a year to maintain your membership. $50 a year, not a month, a year. That's all you have to do to get the 24% discount, which is awesome. And then let's talk about I was sharing a little bit about our Essential Rewards program. So this is a program that's optional. It's a monthly program that is designed to earn you free stuff. They want you to get the most out of everything. And so each member that's on the Essential Rewards program, so you have to be a member, not just a retail customer, but you can earn points that can be cashed in for free products, which is awesome. It's like when you used to buy Clinique at the Clinique counter and they would give you like a free little goodie bag. Like this is kind of the same deal. You get free money to spend here with Young Living. So each month, now this is just if you're on the Essential Rewards program, you're required to place a minimum order of 50 PV, which is the product value. It's usually equivalent to dollars, right around $50. You can cash in your points for products, and all you pay is shipping and taxes. I have 138 points I'm about to cash in on $138 worth of products just because I ordered stuff I was going to order anyway. Plus, you get reduced shipping and all sorts of other perks just for being on the Essential Rewards program, as well as um, access to even more free promotions than regular members. So that's just a side note. Essential Rewards program is awesome. Here's a little bit more about it. For the first 3 months, you earn 10% back. For months 4 through 24, you earn 20% back. Every $100 you spend, you earn $20 back to spend. Month 25 and on, you earn 25% back. So that's what I'm earning right now. I get 25% back of every $100 I spend. A quarter out of every dollar I get back to spend as cash with on more oils and products, which is awesome. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to find my link here so I can share it with you in the comments if you are ready to jump on board and get started. And let's move on. This is just more information about the Essential Rewards program. If you would like to take a screenshot, now would be a fantastic time to do so. And I'm going to add this in here and post that. And hopefully I can pin it to the top. Okay, there, that's pinned. So if you want to get started, let me show you what your options are. I believe that's the next slide. Our premium starter kit comes like this. You get to choose a diffuser and 11. Your oils come like the oils are what they are, but they're designed to cover all your body systems to help support your body in all the ways. Every single oil here is amazing. And I think it's really good that they sell it in a kit like this because you may just be like, oh, I just want to try lavender, or oh, I would just like to try whatever. But when you get a kit like this and it's delivered to you, you got to figure out how to use them because otherwise they're just going to go to waste, right? So you pick it up and you think, what's this for? And I actually have a private group and I can walk you through step by step what each is for, what everything does for you, and it keeps it from being overwhelming. It's really simple. You start out just by diffusing oils, seeing what you like, seeing what you don't like. It's so fun. And then you realize that every single oil here is so good for your body. The Desert Mist diffuser right here is so beautiful. I have it. It changes to like 16 different colors, has a candle flicker setting. That alone is worth like retail. I believe it retails for like $86, something like that. And this whole kit is only $160. These oils, everything you see here is worth well over $300. If you get the Desert Mist and the 11 oils, it's such a good value. You get so much more than what you're actually paying for. So I love our premium starter kit. This is how I got started, except I got the Dewdrop diffuser because the Desert Mist diffuser wasn't out yet. Dewdrop is still a great diffuser, and I love it too. But the Desert Mist is my personal favorite of the 4 that are shown here. Although the Aria is like the spa diffuser, it's beautiful. And I really like, I love them all. Okay, who am I kidding? I love them all. There are 2 other options too. If you're like, I'm never going to use essential oils. Okay, that would be really sad. But if you feel that way, at least know that you can start like kicking the toxins out of your house, getting some of those bad things out of your house and replace them with our Thieves products. We have a whole line of home cleaners, hand soaps. The Thieves toothpaste is like my fave. There's mouthwash and veggie wash and all sorts of things. The Thieves kit is $160 and the Ningxia kit, which starts you out with some of that 2 bottles of Ningxia plus 30 individual packets of Ningxia Red, along with a couple other things for $170. So these are all really good options. Any of these starter kits get you the wholesale membership and a 24% discount. So here's what I was talking about, our private Facebook group. If you're not a part of it, you should be, because it's awesome and I love it. So I've been trying to share lots and lots of good product information in there. And I would love to have you join. If you want to be a part of that group and you're not already, just say add me in the comments and I will add you to our group, and we will get you started learning more and learning all sorts of things. Okay, so I'm sorry you guys, I'm just now seeing comments. I see people are here. I'm so excited. Jessica, Kim, Danielle, Aaron, Mom, Misty, what's up? Okay, we're almost done. So remember, it matters where you get your oils, because quality does matter. It also matters who you get them with, because you need someone who's going to help you every step of the way. I totally will do that, especially when you join our Facebook group. It's so easy to get the support you need to get things started off in the right direction. You don't have to guess or figure stuff out. I can just help you figure it out. And if you have questions, you can always ask, because I'll be here for you. I have a special offer just for people who are here live with me now, and I'll accept anyone who gets to me within the next 24 hours, because I know how it is on Facebook. Sometimes you have to duck out for a minute, and it's totally okay. So just for you guys, if you get your kit in the next 24 hours, you get a $10 product credit from our awesome Platinum leader, Danielle. She's doing this just as a gift to anybody in her whole organization who joins Young Living this month and gets a premium starter kit. Plus, I'll add $10 to that. So you'll get $20 in product credits from Danielle and myself. And that means you can just spend $20 more on oils next month on your Essential Rewards order, which is awesome. So that is how that goes. And I love being able to offer a little incentive for you guys for watching with me. It's so great to be able to do that for you, and just give you a little push to go ahead and just get started already, because I don't know what you're waiting for, because it's only going to make your life like amazing and better and wonderful. Okay. And that's it, you guys. I think that's the end of the row, because oh no. Yep, that's it. We're done. I didn't think I had any more slides. Thank you so much for coming to class tonight. I have had a lot of fun with you guys, and I hope you learned something new and are ready to get started. So if you need help walking through your sign up, if you're ready to get started and you're not exactly sure how to do it, send me a Facebook message. I'll be around. If you need help with anything else or have any questions, I'm here to help you. All right, guys, everybody have a wonderful night, and I'm going to try to see if I can remember how to turn this thing off. All right, goodbye.